Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Today is Tuesday. It's the 4th day of February. It's National Creative Vacuum Day. It's National Hemp Day. National Homemade Soup Day. Ooh, that does sound good. Some homemade soup. Also, Thank a Mail Carrier Day. And I do want to say thank you to all the mail carriers out there because that's not a job I'd want to do. I have a sister that does that. I have an uncle that did that for many, many years, a grandpa that did that. It's a tough job. It's also Safer Internet Day US going on today. All of those things happening. And it's a Tuesday. Heidi, you know what that means?
What does that mean?
Going to talk to your dad. Every Tuesday we reach out to her father. For those of you who hear that and wonder why in the world they call him, that's Heidi's dad.
Yeah.
Tuesdays with Charlie. He's my father-in-law. That's her dad. We reach out to him every Tuesday and chat. And he really is Heidi's dad.
Because he's hilarious.
I've had people say, who is that really? No, that's really Heidi's dad. So I don't know who you think it is, but that's who it is. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Time now for surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A survey from Morning Consult says 74% of Americans fear an outbreak of the coronavirus. So I can understand that. It's in the news and people are talking about it. It would be bad to have that take off.
Oh, it would be horrible.
Yeah, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But
I think they're taking pretty good precautions.
I hope so. Boy, it sure would be good to hear it's all covered and it's all taken care of. But yeah, it's concerning stuff. I've got a link to that info in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At BetterCreditCards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. Kind of 2 for 1 today, Heidi, because my story is a shorter story, so I got kind of a little follow-up thing here. So the first story is a New Jersey mayor has admitted to getting so drunk at an office party that he passed out pantsless in a female coworker's bed. What? That's not good.
While he was
yeah, he's the mayor.
Or was this prior to?
I don't know. It sounds like it was at an office party,
an office party. So it would have been prior to him being mayor.
I don't know. It could have been while he was mayor. It could have been the mayor's office party. I have no idea. But weird story. But that's all I have for that. So I've got this other bonus story here. A Georgia brewery is selling a beer that is flavored with Skittles. It's called Rainbow Smiggles beer. So
I don't think that sounds good at all.
Taste the rainbow. Says reviews say it kind of has a Trix cereal flavor in it as well.
Who would want to drink that?
Of strawberries and pineapple can be detected. Apparently somebody did because they made it.
I don't even like to drink the milk out of the cereal bowl. I wouldn't want.
I've got a link to both of these stories in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. David Schwimmer shot down hopes of a Friends reunion, saying none of the scripts presented to the crew made any sense. So he's like, no, it's just not going to happen. We're not going to do it just to do it.
Right.
Like, there were no good ideas. So, and you need to leave me alone because I have to hand out cards when people walk in. So.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm just teasing. I always kind of like David Schwimmer, but his character on that show kind of annoyed me. I was like, yeah, nobody can be quite like that. Meghan Markle told friends that she regretted giving up her acting career for the royal family because one didn't compete with the other. Okay, you had some minor roles in some stuff, and then now you're one of the few princesses or whatever her title would be.
I mean,
I don't understand what the problem is.
I mean, now that she's leaving the royal family, couldn't she start it up again if she wanted to?
I suppose. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe she could do both. I have no clue.
She's going to say it's because of them that she doesn't have an acting
Oh,
career,
that
but she
could be.
really didn't have one to begin
And
with.
the Vancouver Island where Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are staying was hit by an earthquake Friday night. I did not know
Yikes.
that. So that's no good. Hope everybody's okay. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Boeing's 777X, it's the world's largest twin-engine jet, completed its maiden flight test about a week ago. So they could be having even bigger jets coming real soon. Police are looking into this incident. A man broke into Billy Joel's Long Island home and vandalized 12 motorcycles. This is like a week ago.
Oh, jeepers.
So I don't know why in the world.
What
they're
the
doing it.
reasoning for that?
I don't know. I've got so much news that we sit and chat and I don't get to it. So it's like I said, it's like a week old. But thoughts and prayers your way, Billy. Doctors removed a tapeworm from the brain of an Austin man who's been experiencing headaches for several months. So they went in and said, "Oh, hey, we found it. It was this tapeworm. That's what it was." It's really gross. State of Vermont is weighing the idea of letting drivers put emojis on their license plates.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Don't do that. That is a bad idea.
Wow.
If your license plate is, smiley face 1, I think that's just, no, let's not go there. It's a bad idea. Stock market fell nearly 400 points after fears of coronavirus caused a sell-off in international investments. So we talked earlier about that. And I guess it's hitting the stock market as well. A Texas man was arrested for stealing 21 pieces of women's lingerie from an adult boutique in Houston. Not sure what his plans were there. The Go-Go's. I've always liked the Go-Go's.
Oh, me too.
They got some cool music from when I grew up. But the Go-Go's attended the Sundance Film Festival in Utah to screen a new documentary. Ready for this? About the Go-Go's.
I kind of figured that's where you were going with that. That's awesome.
That's where I was going with that. So I don't know what the documentary is exactly. But now I kind of want to click this.
And I'm glad they
link.
were able to play together. They don't get along very well.
It'd be nice if we could all just get along. But I do have a link to that story. It's in our show notes for today. And then it looks like I got a couple more here. R. Kelly was forced to miss a court hearing after undergoing emergency hernia surgery.
Oh, that's too bad.
It is too bad. But I kind of wonder if that... I just think he doesn't want... He's been putting off the inevitable. I don't think he's going to do well when he gets in court. Pamela Anderson shared her first photo with her husband, John Peters. She's 52. He's 74. Pam says she is crazy about him. We talked about that about a week ago as well. A lot of this stuff is news from a week ago because I'm still trying to clean up all this stuff. People worried about the coronavirus are buying breathing masks. We got another coronavirus story later in the program as well. And then this last little thing here. You know what makes popcorn better? Nothing. Well, maybe salt and a touch of butter. That's all I need. But the Oreo company thinks cookie pop Oreo popcorn will make it better. They're test marketing a thing called Cookie Pop Oreo Popcorn. So it's popcorn with like Oreo flavors, apparently.
So will they sell it by the bag like already cooked, or it'll be a microwave kind of a thing?
I don't know. I got a story here, but there's no link on where I can buy some, so I have no clue. But this has
I would assume it would be good. It'd be kind of like a caramel corn type of a thing because it's going to be sweet. And
probably.
I bet it'll be good.
There you go. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for this little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
Well, I'm still hungover from Super Bowl.
Yeah. So did you watch the whole thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I knew your team wasn't in there. I just kind of wondered about that.
Well, my team's never in there, so I'm used to it.
They have too, Ben.
They've been there. They even won it. So, what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today?
Let's see. Hey, being that I'm in the car business, here's something for you.
Okay.
In 1924, Ford had produced over 10 million Model Ts.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
And more than half the cars in the world were Ford.
That is a whole lot of cars.
Oh, that's interesting.
Back in 1924, that's kind of amazing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I learned something today. I got to go. Bye. But you should learn something every day, right?
You should.
You definitely should.
Here we go. Then you like coffee. I've seen you drink it.
I got some here, yeah.
Caffeine extracted from coffee beans to make decaf coffee is sold as crude caffeine to refiners, and the pure caffeine is ultimately sold to soft drink makers like Coke and Pepsi.
Really?
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't realize
I never
that.
really thought before about where the caffeine comes from in soda. That's interesting.
Well, that's why you don't want to drink decaf coffee either.
Well, what's the point in drinking decaf coffee?
Well, if you like coffee, but you can't have decaf or can't have caffeine, I understand.
No, you might as well just drink warm water.
Yeah.
Hey, Google and Yahoo have both used goats to mow the grass at their corporate headquarters.
Oh, wow. Maybe we should do that.
We're going to get a monkey anyway. We're going to teach him how to mow. Right, Dad?
We got to get the orangutan in. I'll teach that sucker to mow.
I don't think so, but good try.
In 2018, Domino's Pizza offered essentially free pizza for life in exchange for individuals getting a Domino's logo tattoo and saving it on social media. The contest was meant to last 2 months, but hit the limit in 5 days.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
So I wonder if they still honor that.
I'm sure they do, yeah.
I wonder what the limit was.
Well, it said just getting, for life, pizza for life.
Right, but how many, you said they hit the limit in just 2 months. I wonder how many they were looking for.
I don't know, but apparently they seen it was going way too good.
Yeah, they're like, we can't afford to do this.
and you said it went in 2 months. No, it went in 5 days.
Hey, I got a tattoo. I don't get nothing for it.
You get our love and adoration.
Well, that's it, huh?
Yes.
For life.
Ooh, what a deal.
Oh, there is a limit, though, Charlie. There is a limit.
I had to cut them off, right?
Yes.
Hey, I think I only got one last thing here for you.
Oh, all right. What's that?
The record for longest cow dung garland of 1.25 miles long is held by a village in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh, wherever that's at.
What did you say? Cow dung garland?
Yeah.
What
the heck is that?
And why does anyone need that?
Apparently them people are kind of bored over there and have nothing to do, but
Apparently.
What on
cow's
earth?
sacred.
So, what do you do with cow dung garland?
Put it on your Christmas tree?
Oh, I don't know. Look at it, I suppose. Hey, look at that. What we did.
I suppose that would certainly do the trick.
Now I'm curious. I'm going to have to look it up and see what it is.
Don't do it on my computer, please. All right. Are you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
I think I can probably come up with an answer.
All right. What country eats the most donuts?
Oh.
Country, huh?
Yeah, what country eats the most donuts?
Got to be Britain.
No, it's actually Canada.
Canada, that's not a country.
Yeah, it is. I know you live in Iowa, but what do you think Canada is?
It's up there north of us. Who cares?
It's a country. Did you think that was just a big state?
I'm not going to Canada. They don't like me up there.
Hey, they sell a lot of donuts. Yeah, they probably don't like you now, but
Oh, my gosh.
well,
I'm so incognito.
wear a mustache. Well, Charlie, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us.
Hey, we'll do it again next week because I'm breaking in a new staff, so I might have something for you.
All right, we're excited. We'll talk to you then.
Bye, Daddy.
Okay, bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Do you have a lucky shirt? FunkyMonkeyShirts.com has several lucky shirts to wear next month for St. Patrick's Day. Or if it's a really lucky shirt, you can wear it every day. Green shirts, four-leaf clovers, Irish sayings, and more. Don't wait. If you order your lucky shirt right now, it can be here in time to wear for St. Patrick's Day. Find t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more at funkymonkeyshirts.com. That's funkymonkeyshirts.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Abraham Lincoln's bodyguard left his post at Ford Theater to get a drink.
Oh, boy.
So you know what happened at Ford's Theater, April 14th, 1865, but you might not know why it happened. John Frederick Parker was the bodyguard that night, and he was a bit thirsty. He had a less than stellar reputation. He arrived 3 hours late for his shift. The officer left his post to go get a drink at the saloon next door. It was during that time that the fateful event
Why would
happened.
they put somebody like that on
Well,
duty to guard the president?
But here's the thing you got to understand. At that time, nothing like that had ever happened before. So it's a whole different world now. But back then, it's like he thought his job was worthless. It's like, what am I even doing here?
Right.
Why do I need to do this?
Oh
And he's like,
gosh.
heard a bang next door. Oh, wait a minute. That's why. That's probably why I should have been there. This has been today's Fun Fact.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some news headlines from somewhere in this world. Dateline, Beijing. A Beijing cab driver has been seen wearing a full-on hazmat suit to protect himself from coronavirus.
I don't blame him.
I don't
all
either.
the people he would come into contact with all
Does
the
that
time.
work? Should we
I
wear
would
one of those?
assume it would work,
Well,
yes.
punishing the John and Heidi Show from our hazmat show.
No, that probably wouldn't work in here, but maybe we could like tape off the doors and keep a neutral airflow. I don't know, but I'm not quite that concerned yet, thank goodness. But I do have a link to that story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An Arizona man was pulled over for attempting to drive in the HOV lane, the carpool lane, with a passenger. I'm using some air quotes here. His passenger was a skeleton dressed up in clothing. So it's like a Halloween skeleton.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope so.
Yeah, camouflage bucket hat, tied upright into the passenger seat with yellow rope. He was cited for a window tint violation as well. Pulled over. Apparently the tint wasn't quite dark enough because somebody noticed that, wait a minute, that's a skeleton riding shotgun with that dude. So,
At least he tried.
Yeah, he tried.
He had something in his car with him.
It didn't work real well. Arizona also had a person with a mannequin wearing a baseball cap riding shotgun in April of last year. So not the first time this has happened, but maybe...
Just take a friend with you, people. It's not that hard.
Maybe the first time there was a skeleton involved. I'm not sure. But I do have a link to the story, and you can see the photo. It's kind of a fun-looking photo. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your Moment of Duh, brought to you by SingleStudentLoan.com. A St. Petersburg man was arrested Tuesday for setting fire inside his apartment. 66-year-old Mark Okrent was charged with arson in a first degree when he set fire to a stack of papers in his apartment around 3 a.m. Why would you do this? He was trying to stay warm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Set off smoke detectors, causing a response from the fire department. He lives in a 30-unit building. Residents were home during the incident. Luckily, nobody was injured. According to the police report, he had several options available to him through neighbors and owners of the building. So there were a lot of ways for him to stay home, or to stay warm, rather. But he set fire to a bunch of papers thinking, well, this will warm me up. So Bad
that's
idea.
really sad.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness nobody was hurt. So
Well,
it could
for
have been
sure,
way worse.
but I mean,
66
arson,
-year-old
isn't
man.
that like when you're purposely trying to destroy a building? And it didn't sound like to me like that's what he was doing. So I feel like the
didn't
charge
destroy-
should have been different.
Arson is starting something on fire. So
I
he
just thought
started
it
his
was
building on fire.
starting something on fire because you want to
Yeah,
destroy it.
I don't know the particulars. Heidi, maybe
I don't
you could
either.
be his defense attorney.
I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe it should be a different
A different charge? It's not
yeah.
illegal to be stupid, thank goodness. I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake
Alrighty.
news made up to trick you and amuse me?
All right.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida? A Florida mother was arrested after she drove the getaway car while her 15-year-old son stuck up a Circle K gas station. Fake news or Florida?
Okay, repeat it.
All right, without the stutter in the middle. A Florida mom was arrested after she drove the getaway car while her 15-year-old son stuck up a Circle K gas station. Fake news or Florida?
I'm hoping it's fake news, but I'm going to say Florida.
It is a true story. She was charged with robbery and neglecting the welfare of a child.
That is horrible.
True story. Yeah, sad. True story.
15-year-old kid
Yeah.
being sent in to do something
you,
like
you run
that.
in, you grab all the money. I'm going to sit right here in the getaway car.
Oh, my gosh.
The whole thing is just a bad idea. But that is today's fake news or Florida.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And we had the Super Bowl recently. That was a couple days ago now. And this could have been our good news yesterday, but I just got this good news sent to me, and I think it's really, really cool. One man hosted 15 Super Bowl parties for the homeless, which I think is really a neat idea. 3 years ago, Mayor Kalmuson threw a Super Bowl party, watch party.
Oh, I watched this last year. I
for the
saw a
homeless.
video. Yeah, that was really cool.
This year, he hosted 15 parties all across the country. It says around the Super Bowl in 2017, he noticed a homeless man that had a sign that caught his attention. He was holding a cardboard sign that said on it, "I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to drink anything. All I want is to be seen. I want to talk to somebody." And he said, it just hit me in the gut. So he brainstormed, what could I do to help that man and others like that man? And he said, wait, the Super Bowl is coming up, and it's like an unofficial U.S. holiday, and there's all kinds of stuff going on for other people, so why not something for them? And he said, they have things at Christmas time, they have things at Thanksgiving time, but nobody thinks to do this. So he said it's a good time to jump in and try to connect people and maybe feel a little less lonely. So he had about a half a dozen homeless men living on the streets in New York. He brought all of them to a party on a rooftop bar and got them all football jerseys. Had that first Super Bowl party a couple years ago. Well, this year they hosted 15, and it's called Super Soul Party is the nonprofit they launched from this. Mm-hmm. So not Super Bowl, Super Soul, S-O-U-L.
And it seems like it's not a lot, but to those guys it was huge.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that video a few years ago, and just the looks on their faces, it was amazing how much it meant to them.
It is a really cool story. Thank you very much for sharing this with us as well. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.